Hey everyone, welcome back to Xact IT Solutions YouTube channel. I'm Bryan Horning, CEO of Xact IT Solutions. And if you want to hire us for anything that you see cybersecurity wise or technology wise, head over to xitx.com and you can reach us through our contact us form. And today, I'm going to talk about more breaches. So this would be from January 8th to the 14th. Number one company size for breaches this week, and pretty much every week that we look into this stuff, is 1 to 10 employees. So we meet a lot of business owners out there that go, well, I'm too small, nobody would want to bother with us for a breach. But in fact, 1 to 10 employees is pretty much the most common attack surface that we see out there. So let's take a look at some of the breaches this week, specific companies that have been published. The first big one that comes in is a health system. 2 employees at Alomere Health. Looks like they fell for a phishing scam that gave hackers access to patients' protected health information. A breach occurred in October, somewhere between October and November. And a second breach took place in the middle of November with the second employee. The company's updating its security email protocols as a reaction to this. It won't restore the stolen data. It won't repair the damage to the company. But at least moving forward, they will be able to A, remain in business and continue to do business. And then B, they're educating their employees on what to click on and what not to click on. So a big lesson learned here for the company. Phishing scams are the leading cause of data breaches. They're not attacking firewalls. They're not attacking network equipment. They're not breaking through barriers that your IT person or firm put up. They're sending emails to your employees and they're letting your employees let them into your network. And that's how 80 to 90% of these breaches go down. At the end of the day, you can monitor the dark web for this stuff to see if any information is out there that's being sold or compromised, so they can get to your employees or they can trick your employees into believing that the email that they're looking at is real and they need to click on something or open something in order to resolve the problem or move forward with whatever they think the issue is. So usually these hackers are very good at using dark web information to get your employees to click on something like, hey, we have your password, and they literally put one of your old passwords or one that you may currently be using in the email, and the person panics, they click on it, and then minutes later you now have ransomware on your network. So another one we're going to look at is Wyze. Wyze, large company. The Wyze users, somebody detected an unprotected database out on the internet exposing personal information. The data included email addresses, list of cameras, camera names, Wi-Fi, SSIDs, API tokens, Alexa tokens. These were all publicly available because Wyze did not protect their database as well as they should have. So Wyze, being a company that provides smart home technology, they left their database basically exposed, unpatched, or just not protected well enough from the internet, and hackers were able to get into it. And once they were into it, not only were they able to see data that probably some of it should have been encrypted at some level. So even if somebody did get access to it and saw the data, it would just looking like garbled numbers and letters. And that didn't happen here either. So it was a big risk. It leaves millions of records exposed, and it causes a PR nightmare for the company Wyze. So if you have a business that has a database with customer information in it, you want to make sure that you're doing everything possible to keep that data protected from anyone who should not see it. This includes employees of your company who have no business looking or seeing at that data. If their job function doesn't require them to access and look at that data, they should not have access to it. So you should be cutting off employees, vendors, partners, and obviously the general public, hackers, and all those people. Nobody should be able to get to that kind of information as easily as they did. So we're going to look at a third one here. And again, these are all ones that happened this week. So in the last 7 days, and there are probably about 20 or so on my list. I'm only going to cover 3 in this video. So the last one I'm going to look at is the Heritage Company. Heritage Company in October, a ransomware attack ultimately forced the Heritage Company to close their doors. Shortly before Christmas, the company informed the staff that their operation was no longer tenable, even noting that the CEO was paying salaries out of pocket in an attempt to keep the business going while systems were unavailable. This was 3 months after the attack. So the business was attacked in August, September. They paid the ransom. They got some of their data back. But between not being able to get all the data back and the PR nightmare it caused for the firm, the company tried its best to remain open and continue to do business as normal. And then shortly before Christmas, several hundred employees were told right before Christmas that they no longer have a job. This was a business, was in business for over 60 years. So in a matter of months, from September to October, a business that basically operated for 3 generations was forced with the decision that they had to close their doors. So the business owner probably fought like hell to try to keep those doors open, but the damage that was caused by something like this was insurmountable, and they had to close their doors. So this stuff is not meant to scare you. This stuff is to paint a picture on how real this is and how this impacts not only you as a CEO, it impacts your business, it impacts the livelihood of all the employees that are in your company. Doing things like simple things like cybersecurity awareness training, which there's technology today that allows IT companies to deliver security awareness training very easily. And I'm talking like if you called somebody today, within a half hour, you could have security awareness training set up for your company. And doing it regularly and making sure that your employees are aware. When your employees read things like this and see Heritage went out of business, they're probably thinking, well, could that happen to me? Could I one day walk into work and find out I don't have a job because we had some kind of a breach? The reality of it is the answer to that question is yes, it can happen to you. And your employees will appreciate you as a company for putting this training in place and arming them with the knowledge so they don't cause a problem in the company that forces them and everyone else to lose their job and the business to not exist anymore. So that was just this week in breach. There are dozens of other examples I could go through on this video of companies that were breached in the last 7 days. If you like what you saw here, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get alerted when we do post a new video. We're going to try to put out a video like this every week, so we're updating the business community on what's happening out there, how real these threats are, how common they are, so that you realize one day that you're going to be faced with a similar threat. And if you're prepared, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But if you're not prepared, you could end up like Heritage Business Systems and be out of business. Thank you for watching this video from Xact IT Solutions. And if you like what you saw here today, please give us the video a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or you want to comment about anything that you saw in our video, please do so in the comment section below. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you want to get alerted when we upload new videos to the channel, please hit the little alert bell, and hopefully YouTube will notify you when we post new content. Check out the link in the description below for any more information relevant to this video. And if you want to know anything about our services or how we can help your company with IT, please check out our website at xitx.com.